They painted a picture, a world of true freedom. Be your own boss, they urged. Work whenever you desire. The gig economy beckoned brightly, a promise of a brand new life. Imagine the powerful appeal. No more soul-crushing 9 to 5, just you in control. Your skills, your chosen path, earning money on your terms. This was the dream they sold us. A deeply tempting, vibrant vision. Then, the dream starts to fray. The long, demanding hours take toll. Earnings swing up and down wildly. A creeping stress begins to build. The phone displays such low numbers. They told you it meant liberty, but these new chains feel different. Are you genuinely your own boss, or just obeying an app's commands? The algorithm now runs your day, your income, your work, every move. The promised flexibility soon shrinks. You find you work more, not less. Chasing that next gig, next small payment. Is this true financial independence, or a new form of stark dependency? So, what is this gig economy? It describes a labour market built on short-term contracts, not traditional, permanent jobs. Think of a musician playing a gig, a single performance, a one-off. You do a task, you get paid. Then you look for the next one. No long-term commitment implied. These gigs are often found online, through digital platforms or apps. Companies create these platforms. They connect workers with customers. Think Uber for rides, Deliveroo for food, Fiverr for freelance services. The app is the new middleman, the new gatekeeper to earning. Let's look at some familiar examples. Ride-sharing is perhaps the most visible. Companies like Uber and Lyft. Drivers use their own cars. They pick up passengers via an app, working hours that they choose. Or so the initial promise goes. Then there's the world of delivery. Food delivery apps are booming. DoorDash, Grubhub, Just Eat. Couriers on bikes, scooters or in cars, rushing meals to hungry customers. Groceries can be delivered too. Parcels, almost anything you can imagine. All powered by gig workers. Online freelancing platforms are huge. Websites like Upwork and Fiverr. Here, you can offer various skills. Graphic design, writing, programming, virtual assistants, social media managers. Clients post jobs, freelancers bid. A global marketplace for tasks. Competition can be incredibly fierce. And don't forget content creation. YouTubers, TikTokers, Instagram influencers. They create content, build an audience. They earn through ads, sponsors, merchandise. Millions of people are now involved, across the globe, in every country. The gig economy is no longer niche. It has become a significant part of work. For some, it's a side hustle, a way to top up their main income. For others, it's their only source, their primary way to make a living. They call it hustling, don't they? A badge of honour, almost. The relentless pursuit of earnings. But is it always a choice? Or is it often born of necessity? A way to survive in tough times. When stable jobs are hard to find, a patch for a leaking financial boat. This flexibility, this independence, the shiny words they use to sell it. What is the real price we pay? Is it truly liberating people? Or does it come with hidden costs? Costs to our time, our security, our well-being, even our health. These are crucial questions to ask. So, we see this system clearly now. Its reach, its variety, its workers. It offers tasks, quick payments, a constant stream of potential work. But as we peel back the layers, we must ask if this system is fair. Is it sustainable for those within it? Or is there a fundamental flaw? They tell you, be your own boss. Such a wonderfully enticing phrase, isn't it? It conjures images of true autonomy. Setting your own rules, your own hours. Making all the important decisions. The captain of your own small ship. This is the powerful image they sell. A master of your own professional destiny. But let us examine this claim closely. A real boss truly sets the terms. They decide the pricing for services. They establish the core operating procedures. They have the power to hire, to fire. They manage resources. They plan strategy. They are not merely following instructions. They are the ones giving those instructions. Now, consider the gig worker's reality. Do you really set the price for your ride or the fee for your delivered meal? No, the platform dictates these crucial figures. You simply accept them or you get no work. You follow their intricate rules meticulously. You adhere to their community guidelines. Any deviation can lead to trouble. So, who is truly in command here? Are you making the strategic business choices? Or are you responding to digital prompts? Waiting for the next instruction from an app? The platform holds the real power, you see. It controls access to the customers. It sets the payment rates, the conditions. You are a participant, not the architect. Job security is a comforting thought. Knowing your income is relatively stable. Knowing your position is reasonably safe. But in the gig economy, this is a luxury. It's a distant dream for many workers. You are, in essence, always on trial. Your contract is for the current task only. There is no promise of work tomorrow. This constant uncertainty can be draining. Imagine working without a real safety net. No severance pay if you're suddenly cut off. No formal grievance procedures to rely on. You are classified as an independent contractor. This status strips away many protections. Protections that traditional employees often take for granted. It's a precarious way to earn a living. Think about the traditional employment benefits. Sick pay when you are unwell and cannot work. Paid holidays to rest and to recharge. Contributions towards a future pension. These are pillars of a stable working life. They provide a cushion against life's uncertainties. They acknowledge that workers are human beings, with needs beyond the immediate paycheck. For the gig worker, these are often absent. If you don't work, you simply don't earn. A day off sick means a day with no income. A holiday is an expense, not a paid break. Retirement planning is entirely your own burden. The platform offers the gig, the connection, but the broader responsibilities of an employer, those, it seems, are conveniently sidestepped. Your performance is constantly under scrutiny, not by a human manager typically, but by the customers you serve daily, and their feedback is incredibly powerful. A few taps on a screen after a ride, a quick star rating after a food delivery. This data feeds directly into the algorithm. It determines your standing on the platform. One bad review can have serious consequences, even if it's unfair or a misunderstanding. Your average rating might suddenly plummet. This can mean fewer job offers sent your way, or worse, it can lead to deactivation. Losing your access to the platform entirely, your livelihood vanishing in an instant, with little or no chance for a proper appeal. Imagine the constant underlying pressure, the need to be perfect on every single gig, to always smile, always be polite, always efficient, even when you are tired or facing difficulties. Because any slip-up could be costly. It's like walking a high-wire act daily. One misstep, one disgruntled customer, and your source of income could disappear. This system makes workers feel disposable, like cogs in a vast, impersonal machine, easily replaced if you don't meet the mark. There's no union to represent your interests, no strong collective voice to argue your case. You are often alone facing the platform, a single worker against a giant corporation. So, if you're not the boss, who is? Increasingly, the answer is an algorithm, a complex set of computer instructions. This unseen force manages your working life. It decides which jobs you are offered. It calculates your earnings, often dynamically. It monitors your speed, your efficiency. It even nudges your behavior through notifications. These algorithms are the new managers, but they operate without human empathy. They don't understand personal emergencies or the context behind a slight delay. They process data, they enforce the rules. Their decisions can feel arbitrary, opaque. Workers often don't understand why they get certain jobs, or why earnings fluctuate. A real boss you can talk to, you can explain your circumstances, you can negotiate, you can ask questions. But how do you reason with a piece of code? How do you appeal an algorithmic decision? The lack of transparency is a huge issue. It leaves workers feeling powerless, controlled, managed by a system they cannot see or influence. This is the core of the temp reality. You are there to fill a need, flexibly, directed by systems beyond your control, with little security, few traditional protections. The freedom to choose your hours, they say. But even that is shaped by the algorithm. It pushes you to work at peak times. The money? Yes, the money. This is often the brightest lure of all. Platforms flash impressive potential earnings. They show you what top earners are making. Earn up to £50 per hour, the adverts scream. Or make £1,000 in your first week. It sounds incredibly tempting, doesn't it? A fast track to a healthier bank balance. A quick solution to pressing financial worries. This is the initial hook, sharp and effective. You see those figures, and you start to dream. Imagine earning that much, so quickly. Perhaps you hear stories from other people, someone you know, or someone online. They boast about a particularly good day or week. I made £200 yesterday, just driving around. This social proof makes it all seem so real, so very attainable for someone just like you. The promise of rapid reward is powerful. It fuels your motivation to sign up, to start. Then, your first few payments start to arrive. That initial income can feel truly exhilarating. You work the hours, and the money appears. Sometimes it lands in your account very fast. This immediate gratification is quite addictive. It reinforces the idea that you've made a smart choice. You feel a sense of control, of instant earning power. This is so different from a monthly salary. The connection between effort and reward seems direct. Those early days can be genuinely exciting. During this honeymoon period, the focus stays positive. You see the gross income, the big numbers, the total amount before any deductions are made. This figure can look very healthy indeed. It makes all the effort, the long hours, seem worth it. The dream of financial improvement feels tangible. You might even start planning what to do with it. Pay off debts, save for something special. The money looks good, undeniably good at first glance, and this initial perception is hard to shake. But then reality starts to gently nudge you. That impressive figure starts to shrink a little. Petrol is the first big bite. Each visit chips away. The cost of fuel is relentless. Next comes wear and tear. Tires need replacing often. A big repair bill can strike unexpectedly. For freelancers, costs differ but are just as real. Software subscriptions add up. Your electricity bill might be higher. These expenses reduce your impressive gross income. It's like a bucket with a few small holes. The shine on those big earnings starts to dull. Beyond your direct running costs, there's more. The platforms take a significant slice. They call it a service fee or a commission. This is a percentage taken from every gig. Before the money even reaches your account, it could be 20%, 25%, or more. This is a direct reduction in your earnings, one that you have no control over. It's the price of admission to their marketplace, a hefty toll for the connection they provide. So, let's do the real maths, shall we? Take that impressive £1,000 you earned in a week. Now, start subtracting all those necessary costs. Subtract the hundreds spent on petrol for your car. Subtract an estimated amount for wear and tear. Factor in the platform's substantial commission. Deduct the money you must set aside for taxes. Account for those other smaller miscellaneous expenses. Suddenly, that £1,000 looks considerably smaller. It's a far cry from the headline figure. Divide your net earnings, what's actually left, by the total number of hours you truly worked. Don't forget to include all that unpaid waiting time, the hours spent looking for gigs or travelling between them. What is your actual, effective hourly wage now? Is it still the attractive figure you first imagined? Or is it alarmingly close to the minimum wage? Perhaps, in some hard weeks, even below it. This can be a very sobering moment of truth. Compare this hard-won hourly rate for a moment. Think about what you might earn in a traditional job. A job that likely comes with paid holidays. A job that offers sick pay when you are unwell. And perhaps even contributes to your pension. That freedom the gig economy promised you. It now seems to come at a very steep price. The flexibility you thought you were buying suddenly feels like a very expensive commodity. You are essentially working without a safety net. This is the point where the money stops looking so good. You realize you're not building significant wealth. You're often just about covering your escalating expenses and working incredibly long hours to do so. You're not truly earning freedom, are you? It feels more like you are renting it by the hour. They sold you the idea of time, your time, finally under your command. Work when you want, the promise echoed. Choose your own hours, they declared brightly. The ultimate flexibility, or so it seemed. But soon, you learn the unspoken rules. To make decent money, you must work when the demand is actually highest. Early mornings, late nights, busy weekends. Your freedom to choose starts to shrink. The algorithm nudges you relentlessly. So, are these hours genuinely your own? Or are you simply responding to the app? Then there are the hours you don't bill. The time that simply evaporates, unpaid, waiting for that next notification to arrive. But it doesn't appear on any pay slip. It's invisible work, yet it consumes your day. You check it constantly, obsessively sometimes. These worries bleed into your personal life. It becomes increasingly hard to switch off. So, what is the real price of this time? What are you giving up for these gigs? Often, it's precious moments with loved ones. The connections that truly nourish your soul, slowly eroding under the demands of the gig. Your own well-being can also suffer greatly. Anxiety and burnout are common companions. Are you truly free if you often miss these? It demands your time when it needs it, regardless of your personal commitments. This is a profound yet often unspoken cost. From rat race to treadmill, the exhaustion economy. The sheer volume of hours required is staggering. 60, 70, even 80 hours a week. This isn't uncommon in the gig world. A cycle of work, brief rest, then more work. Freedom without any real time is not freedom. A different master, perhaps, but a master nonetheless. Where is the liberty in that existence? You thought you left the old rat race, but have you simply ended up on a treadmill? Running faster and faster just to stay in place. Time, then, is the new, true currency. It hasn't given you freedom. It has taken it. In Jamaica, the spirit of hustle is strong. It's woven into the very fabric of life. Now, that same energy meets the digital age. The gig economy arrives, promising new paths. A global market, accessible from their screens. This is the new frontier for Jamaican Drive. The allure of earning in foreign currency is huge. Gig work often pays in these stronger currencies. It feels like a direct line to the global economy. For many, this is an irresistible prospect. Earning in US dollars is a powerful motivator. It stretches further, it holds its value better. This isn't just about more money, it's about security. It represents a tangible step up for many. But the path is not always smooth. Unreliable internet connections can be a nightmare. These are not just inconveniences, they cost money. Competition in the global gig market is intense. They are up against freelancers from all over the world, making it harder to earn a truly decent wage. Those significant chunks taken by the intermediaries. Each transaction shaves a little bit more off. The global opportunity comes with global deductions. This digital hustle, this global gig work, it often feels like a vital economic patch. But is it truly a long-term solution? Gig workers in Jamaica lack protections. No paid sick leave, no health insurance. This vulnerability is a heavy price for flexibility. Yet, they profoundly impact Jamaican lives. Does it create a new form of economic vulnerability? The ultimate aim in Jamaica is not just more gigs. It's about building lasting value and real security. Moving from task taker to creator, innovator, business owner. Jamaicans possess incredible creativity and resilience. These qualities can build brands and unique products. Developing services for a global market. This is where real economic empowerment lies. Towards genuine economic freedom and self-determination. So, you're in the gig economy, perhaps by choice, perhaps by necessity. The key now is to shift your thinking. Don't let the gig economy use you. You must learn to use it wisely. Treat it as a tool, a stepping stone, not as your final, fixed destination. This mindset is absolutely crucial. It's the first step to real power. Your strategy begins right here, right now. Many fall into the trap of survival, just earning enough for today's bills, living from one gig to the next one. This is understandable, but it's limiting. You need a plan, a clear direction. Think beyond the immediate payment notification. Where do you want to be in 1 year? Or in 3 years? Or even 5? The gig work should serve that vision, not become a cycle you can't escape. Set clear financial and career goals. What are you actually working towards? Is it saving for a deposit on a house? Funding further education for yourself? Building up capital for a new business idea? Write these goals down, make them visible. Let them be your constant motivation. They give purpose to those long hours. They transform gigs into focused missions. Every task then has a deeper meaning. Use gig work as a temporary bridge or as a carefully planned supplement. It can get you through a tough patch. It can help you fund a transition. But don't let it become your quicksand. Your long-term aim should be security, the kind that platforms rarely offer, the kind you build for yourself. This strategic view changes everything. It puts you back in the driver's seat. Section 2. Building your financial fortress. Save and invest. Save a portion of every earning, no matter how small. It's your first line of true defense. Automate transfers if you can. Even 5% or 10% adds up. This habit builds your financial resilience. Invest your gig income strategically. Invest heavily in yourself, in your skills. Build that crucial emergency fund. This fund is your personal safety net. Section 3. Skill stacking and brand building. Your unique value. Think of gigs as paid training grounds. Each task is a chance to learn something new or refine an existing skill. Seek gigs that stretch you, adding new capabilities. Skill stacking makes you more valuable. Gather evidence of your growing expertise. Ask for reviews. Get written recommendations. Build a portfolio of your best work. Start building your own personal brand. Be known for your reliability, unique style, and niche expertise. Develop a professional online presence. Transition from a generic gig worker to a sought-after specialist. Section 4. The exit strategy. Towards true independence. What does your exit from gig dependency look like? It means you are no longer solely reliant on precarious platforms for your main income. Perhaps it's launching your own small business or securing a stable, fulfilling job. Use your gig income as seed capital. Carefully funnel your savings and investments into building your own independent venture. This is a smart way to transition from the gig economy to building something you entirely own and control. Section 1. The double-edged sword, a final look. We started this journey with a bright promise. Freedom, flexibility, being your own boss. A tempting vision of life on your own terms. The boss title often felt hollow, with algorithms ruling. Long hours, missed moments, a life lived on standby. But not always the solid foundation for lasting security. Something more substantial than just the next immediate task. Recognizing the potential and also the significant pitfalls. Section 2. Crafting your own ladder, the path to genuine freedom. If the gig economy is indeed a rope, then how do you climb? How do you ensure it becomes that sturdy, reliable ladder? The answer doesn't lie within the app itself, you see. No software update or new feature will grant you true freedom. That particular power resides somewhere much closer to home. It's found in your mindset, your strategy, your daily actions. Real independence isn't downloaded, it is carefully built. Brick by brick, decision by considered decision, day by day. It begins with seeing the gig for what it truly is, a means to an end, a tool, not the end in itself. We explored how to use these gigs much more wisely, not as a passive recipient, but as an active strategist. Saving a portion of every earning, however small it may seem, building that vital financial cushion, your own emergency fund. Investing in yourself, stacking new, valuable skills consistently. Becoming more than just another anonymous face in the crowd. This is where your personal leverage starts to truly grow, transforming you from a temporary worker to a sought-after specialist. This is the challenging path to reclaiming your time and value. It requires discipline, clear foresight, and unwavering commitment. The ultimate aim is to construct your own secure future. One that doesn't depend on the whims of an algorithm or the ever-changing policies of a distant, faceless platform. This means building your own valuable assets, your own distinct brand, your own small business perhaps, or your unique creative service. Something that you own outright, something you control fully. This is where true financial security finally takes proper root, where your hard work builds your lasting personal legacy, not just contributing to the platform's ever-increasing profits. It's a fundamental shift from being a worker to an architect. So, if you are ready to climb, then know this well. Freedom isn't found in the gig. It's forged by you alone. It's in the conscious choices you make today, and also tomorrow. The sustained effort you put into your own growth, your own plans. The gig economy can certainly be a useful starting point, a tool, but your mind, your vision, your unwavering determination, these are the true engines of your lasting independence. Build your own ladder, step by deliberate, courageous step. The view from the top, when it's built on your own terms, that is the kind of freedom truly worth striving for every single day.